In today's video, I want to show you how we can get ChatGPT to write like us, which is one of the most fun things we can do with ChatGPT because it just takes so much grunt work away from us. You just enter the idea or whatever you need and whoosh, bye bye grunt work, you just need a few tweaks. And it's absolutely lovely. And the way we do it is by training the chat. Well, how I like to call it, it's not machine learning, but the machine is learning. And before we get to the video, there is something that I need to say, which is very important because I truly appreciate your time. If you're using a paid version of ChatGPT, today's workflow, which includes about 7 or 8 steps, might not work for you. We're going to base ourselves on features that are in the paid versions. Doesn't matter if it's Pro, Plus, or Teams. We're going to use the projects. We're going to use model selection to GPT-03, sometimes 4.5, and the free version is simply not good enough. It won't take you beyond that 70% place, and in my opinion, it's just not good enough. Not good enough for today's workflow. So that is it. I appreciate your time. I would be thrilled if you stayed and watched the video, and when you sober up and pay the $20 to ChatGPT, and then you will realize what a real ChatGPT is, you will enjoy it well. But no judgment, everyone with his own situation. So how do we get ChatGPT to write like us? Let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome for the first time. My name is Dan and I bring you the tools and the best of my knowledge so we can get the most out of ChatGPT and AI through understanding and not just taking prompts and pasting them into your GPT. And hopefully you will love and enjoy AI just as much as I do, because I think it's absolutely stunning and I want to help you get there to that point of enjoyment. So today's question, big question, how do we get ChatGPT to write like us? And the simple answer is teach it. But how do we teach ChatGPT to write like us? Well, your beloved faithful servant has prepared a workflow. As always, the infographic is with Gemini, made with Gemini, and it's in the description. So you can go to the description, take it, paste it, and have it open while we are working. Let's understand our goal today. Our goal is to teach the model to adopt our specific tone. Our specific tone has elements. It's not just your choice of words or if you're conversational or academic. There is slang, there is perspective, there is those little anecdotes that you might, those branches that you take while you talk. There are a lot of elements. You will be surprised how many elements there are when you are writing, and we will create something that is called a style sheet, but let's hold on to that. So how do we do that? How do we teach the chat to understand our tone, style, and perspective? We'll do it by providing it with examples of our writing, and we are giving it continuous feedback. And we will talk about that feedback a lot. It's the biggest part. You can work without examples. You cannot work without feedback. And then we just the sky's the limit, especially when new models come by all the time. Today is the 6th of August 2025. We still don't have GPT-5, and when GPT-5 will be published, which is supposed to be in the upcoming week, maybe by the time you watch this, GPT-5 is here. Today is Wednesday, and I posted on Thursday. Maybe GPT-5 was there already. So let's begin with our steps. Step 1, collecting the right samples. What is the right samples? Well, it depends on you really. The right sample is something that you look at and you say, this is how I want to sound. Please make it consistent. That's the important part, that it will be consistent. Quality overcomes quantity. Listen, it can be a book, it can be an email that you write. Maybe you wanted to learn your writing style for emails. Maybe you want to write a book. It can be a note that you wrote and you like, and it can be a doc, which is probably the most common one. You take those examples, and let me tell you on a little secret. It doesn't have to be yours. It just has to be something that you read and you say, okay, that's how I want to sound like. That it's a very important little secret, because now you can gather a lot of examples, but please make them consistent. Meaning, don't take something that is very slangy and then something that is very academic. You can take both of them, but we will do them in different projects. Which takes me to our second step. I'm sorry that I keep switching the places. I changed my recording software a bit, and now we are slowly getting used to it. So after we have our examples, we are going to create and label a project. So let's head on to ChatGPT, and here we're going to open a new project, and I'm going to call it my writing style, and I think I have one already. So I will call it one writing style. Let's call it agriculture, and you will understand in a bit. So this is what I mean by take something consistent and make sure that you don't take something very academic and then something that is very slangy, because it will confuse the chat. But you can make a project for slangy writing, and you can make a project for agriculture. Now, you might be asking yourself, why do you even bother with the projects? Separate projects in general, why not just put it in the chat? Well, a very good question, my dear. That's because projects in ChatGPT, due to a recent update, 2 months ago, have their own memory, and it's a very good memory. They have the ability to reference past chats within that project. So it's contained from different projects. So projects of slang writing won't interfere with projects of academic style writing. And it's just a very good, and the memory is there. It will slowly understand your writing style. The bigger the project is going to be, the better. Don't expect very high level results before you have 10, 15, 20 conversations in your project. It's working in progress all the time. The more conversations you have, the better results you will get. Not just in writing, just in general in your projects. So now I will show you that one. And we are going to do the following, because we said that we need to gather examples, and I'm doing the steps with you right now. So here I have some agriculture posts that I made on X. Back in the day, I used to write on agriculture, and I really like the way they sound. I know that I like the way they sound. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to take those. I have 5. I know they're high quality. I know that they're consistent, and I'm going to add them to my, not instructions. We're not adding instructions yet. We'll talk about it in a moment. I'm inserting them into the add files. Now there is a thing here with the add files. Once it's uploaded, it disappears. It looks like, whoa, you don't have files, but no, my files are here. An important part when we are uploading docs for the projects. It's there, it's in the memory, it's important, it helps, but it's not hermetic, it's not 100%. We always want to reference the specific thing we're looking for into our project. You will see what I mean in a moment. So we have our project, and we uploaded our files. Let's see the next step. That was step 2. Generate style sheet. We said there are a lot of elements to your writing. You remember? Nice, very good. You're listening. So we need to extract those elements. How do we extract those elements? We go back to our projects. Now, as I said, the files are here, so it's very You know, it's very tempting to just go ahead and tell the chat, hey, chat, give me my style sheet. And the chat will know what the style sheet it is. No, we will take our files, our initial files, and take the best ones you have. Take the two, between 2 and 5, the best ones you have, and upload them to the conversation itself. I know it's already in the files, but to the conversation itself. And in the conversation, you tell the chat, give me, not give me, I like to do it like that sometimes, you know, especially when we're filming. Chat, please prepare a style sheet for my tone and writing style. Thank you. Why, thank you. Well, first of all, I want to spend Sammy money, but just the way it is. So prepare a style sheet for my tone. The chat will understand. Important thing, use O3, nothing else. You don't want to use 4.0, 4.5, O3. It's more analytical model. It will reasoning is thinking. As you can see, it's reading the documents, and while it's reading the documents, we can talk. There you go, you can see it working. What will be the next thing that we will do? We will see the style sheet that it will provide us. And after we see the style sheet, we will edit it. We will see things that we like, things that we will not like. And we will kick the things that we don't like and leave the things that we like. Maybe, by the way, those things are truly inside the document, but it doesn't matter. It's not about how we sound, it's about how we want to sound. So it is ready. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so trait, conversational first person. Just see how many elements we have here. My formatting patterns, my stylistic advices, my sentence and paragraph rhythm, lexicon register, reusable templates, body section. All of these, by the way, are true. I'm not going to read everything because we're already 12 minutes in and I want it to be less than 20 minutes. And it won't do you any good to see me here editing. You can edit for yourself, but look at how many elements. This is the important thing, the important lesson when we get that sheet. So, do's and don'ts. Everything correct. When you get that, you are going to edit it. You're going to you're going to take it and edit it carefully, because that will be your seed. What do I mean by your seed? Well, let's get back to Gemini. After we generate our style sheet, step 3, which is what we just did, we seed the model with our style sheet. Why it matters? Because it's giving the AI instructions before we even ask it to write something. It ensures that we have a seed of our style. In every response, it will give it some limitations. And after we do that, we will have a feedback loop. But let's get back to the project. And now you take your style sheet and you save it somewhere. Boop, saved. Save it in a note, save it in Google Docs, I don't know, save it wherever you like, but save it. Saving those things are important. You are not putting it in the instructions yet unless you tell yourself, that's 100% me. That's exactly what I want every day of my life. You're not putting it in the instructions yet. There will be a time where we put something in the instructions. Now we want to write something. We can either continue with the conversation that we had with the chat, because it will understand. Let me refresh, please, because I see that it doesn't show us the conversation. So we can either continue here. We can tell the chat, okay, let's write X, Y, Z, or I can tell the chat maybe something a bit more, real. Chat, let's write a paragraph about roses. Where do they originate from? What botanic family they are? And some cool facts about roses, but let's keep it under 150 words and write it in my style according to the style sheet you just produced. Cool. Yes, I love the dictate. It's so fun, especially when we're filming. I will send it to the chat. Let's let him think. From here, we are starting to feedback. Yes, you can see I moved to Gemini. What happened to our... Oh, what happened? There you go. From here, we're starting our feedback loop. This is where the chat truly learns. Now, if you when you write something, because right now I just gave a general thing for the sake of the video, but if you have, let's say, you need to write a document, okay? And that document has specific, let's say, instructions that you got through your email. Insert the email. Insert a document that is a reference, that is just like something you need to write, to the conversation with your style sheet. Remember, you want to make referencing a habit for you. It will make your life much easier. And after you do that and you start working on your thing, let's get back to ChatGPT. You start, it's still working. By the way, when we are writing, we either use 03 or 4.5. We usually use 03 because, as you can see, 03 here, because 4.5, you have about 10 responses if you're in the plus plan. If you're in the pro plan, use it as much as you want. I think you have like 50, 60 responses a week. It's a lot, unless you're writing a lot. It's still thinking, dead air time. Let's get back to Gemini and see what we're doing after the feedback. There's one more thing. I know you got the feedback idea. You got the feedback idea. There's just a couple of more things that I want to show you about the feedback once it will be ready. There is a pro trick here called the temperature. The temperature is the predicting against randomness feature. There is a video about it in the channel. Feel free to go check it out. It's 10 minutes. It explains the temperature perfectly with examples, visuals. Awesome. All you need to know for now, if you're to stay in the video, is that the randomness is factuality or predictability against randomness. You give a prompt, and that prompt will be interpreted in a certain way. When the temperature is closer to 0, it lives between 0 and 2. When it's closer to 0, the answers of the chat will be more predictable, it will be more factual, it won't take liberties with the prompt. How do you set the temperature? There you go. Tell the chat, set the temperature to 1.2. We are missing an E here, and the chat will tell you. Should have done it with the 4.0 because it doesn't really matter, just setting a parameter. It's like giving the chat a role, but it's in temperature. Clarifying the request. Until it does that, let's get back to there we go. But it doesn't change the model's internal temperature, but it can act like 1.2. We need it to act like it. It's not really an engineer when we tell it be an engineer. It's act as an engineer. So it can act like 1.2, more exploratory, riskier, suggestions, divergent. Now, usually when you want the chat to write like you need to decrease the temperature, just like it says here with Gemini. You need to decrease the temperature to 0.3, 0.5. You have an example also here. What is the temperature? It will help you get there, because from here we're just tweaking we're just tweaking to get those nuances, because nuance is king. Nuance, the devil's in the details. Details is king. This is where you really get that extra nuance that you're looking for to really get the chat to sound like you. About the feedback, let's close that. Hang on with me. I know it's already 19 minutes. It's a long video, but no one said it will be easy. We just said that it will work. We got our paragraph. We always want to edit in Canvas. Why? Makes your life easier. You might not know it, but Canvas is the way to go. So, did you know the beloved rose began its journey in Asia? Yes, by the way, it sounds like me so far. And other temperament corners of Northern Hemisphere. Cool. Let's say I tweaked it. I can ask the chat here. I don't want to start talking about the... Why it's not working? I wonder. There is a video about the canvas in the channel also. Let's say I tweaked. Let's say I don't want it to start with did you know. I just want the rose began its journey in Asia. I did it, I used it. This is my final version. Maybe you had 1 tweak, maybe you had 20 tweaks. Maybe you needed to rewrite the entire draft even after you tried it with the chat. This is where the learning of the chat starts. You take that, you use it, you save it into a doc, poof, it's saved. You go to the project. In the project, you add it as another file, and then you go to the chat after it's a file that was added. You copy it to the chat, and you tell the chat, this is a final version that I used. This is what I like. Please use, please learn it for next time. This is the way to go. Doesn't have to be those words. You understand feedback, and you either give him a thumbs up or a thumbs or a bad response. That feedback is what will get you to where you want to get. You remember what we said earlier? Maybe I will find it. I don't know. The bigger the project, the better. The bigger the project, the better if the feedback is there. If the feedback is not there, it doesn't have what to reference from past chats. I mean, yeah, it can reference, but if you didn't tell the chat that this is the final version and this is what it should look like, it can't reference it for next time. So always remember to tell the chat, did you use it? Did you not use it? Is it good? Is it bad? Feedback, feedback, feedback. Nice. After the feedback, and we have the temperature that we already talked about. There's one thing we need to discuss, which is the know you're good enough threshold. Listen, I'm sorry. You won't get 100%. You won't. No one gets 100%. And most YouTubers, instructors won't tell you that because it doesn't sound good. But I am here to tell you the truth. As you can see, I also don't wear a black shirt like a YouTube, not anymore. You won't get 100%. You need to find a threshold where you say it's good enough. From here, I will tweak it. I will send it back. It will understand. It will be better next time. Only when you do that, you will have a better next time. But when you get to that 85%, take it. 80, 85, 90%, take it. Use it. Tweak it. Re-enter it. Reuse and evolve. Before you know it, another conversation, another document you need to write, another email you need to write. It doesn't matter what you need to write, everything. By the way, if you want it for code, it works for code as well, as long as it's text-based. So slowly it will get there. It will get to the 85, to the 90, and I'm telling you, when GPT-5 will come out, it will probably also get to the 95, because here is my final one for today. My final, that's a pro tip. It's a pro tip. It's not in the workflow. Let's say you have something long, something important that you want to share, and you want it to be more share ready. Like we said, we don't want it at the 85%, we want it in the 90%. This is where you go to your thing. And we said edit in Canvas, and you mark it. And then you switch here to you can't see it, I'm sorry. Can you see it now? Let me do now you can see it. You go here, you go to the other models, you go to the 4.5. The 4.5 GPT is ChatGPT that really understands nuance. It's a thing. The reason that you don't have a lot of responses is because it's very costly to use to the servers of OpenAI, but it really understands nuance. It has a thing with nuance. It understands those touches, emotional touches. It's an emotional model. If you don't understand what I mean, go and try make music with it, write poems, write things that need more emotion. You will feel it. Once you do that, you switch to the model. Yes, you can switch mid conversations. Yes, we have we have a video about it in the channel. So after you switched, you go here to the canvas. And you mark everything, or you just write here to the chat, rewrite with more nuance towards my writing. Also, if you can enter an example here, a file, something that gives him the example, booba, and you send it, and it will do a better job. It will take you from that 85% to the 90, to the 92. It will make it more share ready. That is it for today. I have nothing else to show you. If you like the video, please consider giving me a like, giving us a subscribe for more. I'm trying to grow the channel. Every feedback, every action you take really helps a lot. If you made it so far, 26 minutes in, I truly appreciate you for being here, and I hope that it helped you just as much as it helps me every day. I just give you everything I know, no filters, no nothing. I'm a scientist. I believe in open sourcing information. Until the next time, until the next video, if you have any questions, you are more than welcome to write them down in the comments. I will answer you, and maybe I will even make a video. Until next time, bye bye.